Okay, hey guys. So today we're going to talk about a couple topics. The first topic that I'm going to talk about today is America racist. Well, we're going to hop into this topic like this. So people say from, the Democrats, they say that white people target black folks. Well, if you pull up the crime statistics, we have that. The FBI Bureau, and you look at the statistics, it says about like 90 something percent of black murder victims are killed by other blacks. So, no, it's the other way around. It's not like white people that are hunting down black people, but it's actually black people hunting their own. And you also look at another statistic. It says there are actually more white people that get shot and killed by police officers every single year than black people. But why does the media never tell you about this? Because it's fake news. People call it fake news for a reason. All right. Okay. Moving on. Well, a common argument that liberals give to me is, well, yeah, there are more white people that get shot and killed than black people because they make a majority of the population. You got to look at the statistics like this. Black people have a higher rate, are killed by police officers at a higher rate, and they are arrested by police officers at a higher rate than whites as well. Well, the counter argument to that is, why are the police officers just locking up these people for no reason? Are they just shooting these individuals for no reason? Well, if you look at the crime statistics in 2019, it says about like 55.9% of homicide offenders in America are African American. And African Americans, they only make up about like 12% of the population. And they're accounting for over 50%, over half of the murders in America. If you're more likely to commit a crime, if you're from a subgroup of people that commit crimes at a higher rate, then you are going to get arrested at a higher rate. You look at Asian Americans, we are the people that have the least chance of getting shot and killed by a police officer. We have the least chance of getting arrested by a police officer. Why is that? Because we are least likely to go out there and commit crimes, petty crimes, violent crimes. And that's a reason why, there's less chance of us getting arrested. We just go to this country, we work hard, and we make money, and we become successful. We don't go around causing problems, causing trouble. And that's the reason why. And we don't resist arrest. I had family members that got accused of stuff that they didn't do, and the police officers were called, put handcuffs on my cousin, but he didn't do anything. There was this guy that borrowed money from him, right? He borrowed a couple $1,000s to play stocks for him and shit like that. And he ended up like leaving the state. He went to a different state. And that one particular day he came back, and my cousin saw him, and my cousin was about to come there and talk to this dude like, yo, why did you take my money and run off? So my cousin was just trying to have a conversation with this guy. My cousin wasn't beating this guy up or anything. But this dude, he saw like a police car coming by, and he just threw himself on the ground and started yelling. And the cops came, and he said, yo, this dude pushed me down. This dude's trying to beat me up. And the police officers, they saw that. They saw what happened. Even though they didn't see my cousin beating that guy's ass, but the police officer saw that guy fell to the ground. His face is bruised. He's beating his face to the ground. His face is bruised up. And he's like, yo, this guy's trying to beat my ass. The police saw that, and what did they do? They arrest my cousin. But my cousin, instead of like resisting arrest and getting violent with the police officers and threatening the police officers, he just let the police officer do what they do, you know. And then when they went out to the courtroom, they're gonna settle it there. And that's the process. There's a process. You know, you don't have to get like. Let me tell you this: like, if I get pulled over, right, and if I get arrested, and if I try to pull out a knife, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get shot. I'm gonna get shot. You know, it's common sense. You know, it's not boom, mind blown. Don't resist arrest. You know, and that's what's happening. You know, and the media, you know, I think it's fucking stupid. They say Black Lives Matter this, Black Lives Matter that. But let me tell you this, man. Where is Black Lives Matter when people in Chicago get shot up and killed in the west side, the south side, in the hood? You know, where is Black Lives Matter? Where are these riots? Where is the press? Where's CNN? Where's MSNBC? You know, why aren't they talking about all the mass murders, the mass shootings in these Democrat cities? You know, violence. You know which are the most violent cities in America? 9 out of 10 of them are in Democrat cities. They're in Democrat cities, bro. You know, they don't know how to run shit. You know, and they're not talking about it. They're not being honest with it. You know, and all they're saying, oh, it's the police fault. It's the police fault. You know, police officers are racist. They're racist. You know, abolish the police, abolish prisons, destroy family structure. I mean, you gotta realize, man, like, one of the big reasons why the black community is so fucked up is because a lot of them, they don't have a strong foundation. You know, there's a lot of single mothers there. You know, they didn't grow up in a good neighborhood. And, you know, they grow up, you know, they hang out with their friends and stuff like that. They don't have a father, they don't have a mentor, and they hang out with the wrong people. And that's one of the big reasons why they're so messed up. The community now, they're so messed up in the south side of Chicago, the west side of Chicago. And we are notorious for that. You know, and you're out here, you're trying to abolish the police, abolish prisons, abolish family structure. Imagine no law enforcement, no prisons. You release millions of criminals into the streets, no law enforcement. I mean, black on black murders, like the murder rate for black people would skyrocket, man. Like, people don't give police officers enough credit for saving lives of black people. Every single year, they save countless black lives. And the media will lie. The media won't tell you the truth. You know, and I'm telling you, man, the media, they're a bunch of snakes, man. And on to the next topic, or not really the next topic, but I'm gonna continue what I'm talking about. Like, people say, oh, this country is a racist country. It's a white supremacist country. But let me ask you this. If you're really telling me that, oh, I'm not successful because my skin is black, then why are Nigerian immigrants that come to America, why are they one of the most successful ethnic groups in America? Last time I checked, their skin was black too, man. It's not because of your skin color, but you have a bad attitude. You're always like, oh, I'm the victim. I'm a victim. I need compensation. You know, they owe me reparations. You know, I gotta try to leech onto the system. You know, I gotta get some more free checks, some more welfare. The government, you know, all these welfare checks, it can only get you so far in life. Let's be honest. It can only get you so far in life. You know what you need? You gotta study hard. You gotta work hard. Don't do drugs. Don't commit crimes. Take responsibility for your children. Make good decisions. And you're set. You're good. You look at these Nigerians, they're kicking ass, bro. They're successful. They're studying hard. They work hard. They got that immigrant mentality. You know, so it's a poor excuse. It's a bad excuse. Critical race theory. They're basically saying that, oh, Black people are forever victims because they used to be slaves, and like white people are naturally oppressors because their ancestors were slave masters. But let me tell you this, man, every single country in human history at some point had slaves. And you know who sold the Africans to the Europeans? It was other Africans, man. It was other Africans. So your own people kept your own people as slaves and sold them as slaves. Black Lives Matter, I guess. It's it's stupid, man. It's stupid, man. Like if America was truly racist, truly a white supremacist country, then why are Asian Americans like the highest average household income earners in America? Last time I checked, I'm a person of color. Last time I checked, I'm a person of color. You know, and if this country was truly a white supremacist country, then they would just like destroy all these colored people. If this country was truly that racist, then why are there so many immigrants, hundreds and thousands of people that try to pour into America and find new life here? If this country was so racist, everybody would try to go out of this country. They're describing the left. They're describing this country as like Nazi, like Hitler-like. I'm like, bro, if this country was truly that racist, everybody would try to leave. There are a lot of people going into this country that are a lot darker than these light-skinned black folks. And they're coming to this country. They're seeking refuge in this racist country, this white supremacist country. It's so fucking stupid, man. I can't take it. It's ridiculous, bro. If this country was truly racist, why did they elect a black man into the most powerful office in the world for not just one term, 2 terms, bro? 2 terms. There are 16 black billionaires worldwide, and like 9 of them come from America. How are we a racist country again? I'm just saying, man, this country is a country filled with opportunities, full of them. I mean, Indian Americans, you see how like, in India they have that caste system. They have super poor people, but when Indian Americans, when they come over to America, they're the highest, income earners in America. And like Asian people, they come over here and their life expectancy is super high, like in the 80s. I mean, everybody is better off in America than they were in their country. Doesn't matter if you're Indian, Japanese, Chinese, Taiwanese. Doesn't matter if you're African. I mean, imagine if you're still living in Africa right now. You don't even have clean water to drink, let alone food to eat, let alone Jordans to wear. You are living in a privileged country. And a lot of people, they take it for granted, man. They really do. A lot of these people that live in their old country and they come to this country and they have a way better life. They do, and it is what it is. That's the mentality that they have, and it's just fucking stupid to come out here and say that this country is a racist country. And if you demand reparations, like, let me tell you this, man. My family came over here, after the Vietnam War. We came over here in the 1980s. I mean, we came over here like way after slavery. If you think that I owe you something, then you're fucking wrong, buddy. My family came over here. We didn't have a single dollar on us. We just only had the clothes on our backs. And we didn't know the language. We didn't have any friends. We didn't have any family. But we still made it. You know why? Through hard work. We hustled, no excuses. We didn't play victim. We didn't look for any free handouts. We worked our whole life, man. And for what we got, it might not be a lot, but we worked for it. And I'm proud of what I have. And that separates me from these other folks. You know, you think that the African Americans are the only people that had like a dark past? You look at the Jews, what they went through before they went to America with the Holocaust, with Nazi Germany. I mean, they went through some shit, bro. They came here and they still found a way to succeed. They put their past in the past and they focus on the present. And that's what the Vietnamese people did too. I mean, they were colonized by the French, and then America, and then communism took over the country, and then we had to flee here. I mean, there was so much chaos and turmoil in our country too. We went through some shit too. We went through communism. We went through all that shit, dictatorship, colonization. You guys are acting as if you guys are the only people that been through some shit. Oh, everybody been through some shit. And the media, it just brainwashes these people so much, man. I have a black friend, and his mother is just she's just so paranoid. When she sees a white man or a white person, she gets so paranoid. I'm like, you look at the crime statistics. You shouldn't be afraid. That you should be more afraid of your own people, to be honest. 90 something percent of black murder victims are killed by other blacks. So you should actually be more worried about your own people, not the white folks, not the police officers, but your own people. And I think, this is a mentality, this is a cultural thing. Nobody can change it but yourself. You know, so that's what I think about the whole, is America racist? Is America a white supremacist country? The answer is no. We are living in a free country. It's a great country. It's the greatest country in the world. And I have a lot of pride and I have a lot of love for my country. And it's sad, you have these athletes, they're going out there saying, oh, fight for social justice, fight for equality, and they're not standing up for the flag. They're disrespecting, the American flag, but they wouldn't talk shit about China, and they make a shit ton of money off of China, off of slavery, the concentration camps, the Uyghur Muslims. They're talking about social justice, they're talking about equality, but they literally make money off of slavery. They literally make money off of slavery. These fucking spoiled brats, fucking pieces of shit. These millionaires and billionaires telling us, the American people, how we should live our life. Fuck off. Honestly, fuck you. There's a reason why sports ratings has gone down. There's a reason why the Grammys, the Oscars, the Emmy Awards, the Golden Globes, the Olympics, NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball. There's a reason why all of that, basically entertainment, is going down. Because of all the bullshit propaganda that you're trying to push down people's throat. All this social justice, all this woke nonsense. And you keep talking about, oh, George Floyd this, George Floyd got killed, blah, 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 blah. Bro, if George Floyd got shot and murdered by another black criminal, nobody would be talking about him. Nobody would even know his name. These Democrats, they just pick and choose which black lives matter and when they should matter. And they only pick and choose the ones that push their agenda. That's it. They're using the black community, they're using black people as pawns. They're the puppet masters, and they're using the black community. They're brainwashing the black community. They're indoctrinating our kids. They're indoctrinating our people. And they're teaching them communist, socialist values. And it's disgusting. Seeing what BLM, what Antifa did last year was disgusting and despicable, man. Despicable. Burning city after city, destroying small businesses, homes, private and government property. It was disgusting. That's the definition. That's the true definition of domestic terrorism. That's the real definition of an insurgent. Those are insurgents. The news lady saying, there's like a mostly peaceful protest in the background, and there's like buildings on fire. Mostly peaceful. Oh my God, these people are so fucking stupid, man. The media, bro. The media is the number one enemy of of our country, the American people. These rich, spoiled brats from Hollywood, these athletes, the social media. I mean, it's despicable. And don't even get me started on the whole Afghan debacle. You pull out the military before you take out all the equipment and the citizens? Bruh. I don't know what to say, man. It's beyond stupid. It's beyond stupid, man. $85 billion worth of military equipment in the hands of the Taliban. And they're going to sell that to China. They're going to sell that to Russia. And Russia, China, they're going to pick apart those weapons, and they're going to create clones, exact replicas of the same weapons. And they're going to use those weapons of mass destruction to kill American troops and American citizens in the future. It is ridiculous. You look at the country right now. 8 months of Biden. He's botched our foreign policy. COVID has gotten worse. He's hiked up our tax. There's been inflation, a border crisis. There's been a surge in crimes, and much, much more. No, this guy is a failed president. He's a failed president. And there's a statistic that just came out where CNN, it says only 2% of Americans think that they are doing really well under Joe Biden. 2% of Americans. And this is only the beginning. In my opinion, it's about to get even worse. And you might have Kamala Harris as your president as well. So what I gotta say to the American people is good luck. Because you're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. That's why I gotta move down to Texas or Florida or something like that, man. Screw Democrat cities like this, man. And another topic that I want to talk about is wage. Athletes and these woke people, they always talk about wage gap. Well, let me tell you this. There is a wage gap between women and men, because men on average, they work more hours. Because let me explain. You have women that work part-time, or they are a stay-at-home parent because they have kids. So they work less or they don't work at all. But men, they provide for the family, so they're going to work overtime, maybe even 2 jobs. So that's why they would make more money. And I'm not even accounting experience, age, and other stuff. And men in general, they work tougher jobs, and they work more dangerous jobs. They work on the construction sites, and when they're in the military, they take up the combat jobs, occupations. They're usually the special force guys. They're the infantry guys. They're taking up the jobs that are difficult, dangerous, you know, and that's why they deserve more pay. 90 something percent of military combat deaths are men. 90 something percent of workplace deaths are men. So they deserve it. They deserve the higher pay. It's common sense. And then you also have, sports. The reason why men are paid more is because more people watch men's sports. Nobody really watch women's sports. And that's why you don't get paid as much. It's common sense. Men, they are more athletic. They are better athletes. They are stronger, faster. They have higher muscle mass. They have higher bone density. They have higher aerobic abilities. They have higher VO2 maxes. They have higher lung capacities. They have more red blood cells, and etc. etc. Now, they are better athletes. They are more entertaining. So that's why people watch men play sports more. And there's this problem where you say trust the science, right? But you allow these dudes to compete with women, these quote unquote transgenders. How does that make any sense? If you want transgenders to play in sports, you should have like another league for LGBTQ. You should have a league for men, a league for women, and a specific league for the LGBTQ community. And that's what you should be doing. You shouldn't be allowing men to compete with women in sports. That's not how it works. This is coming from the people that says trust the science. And talking about trust the science, I don't understand, man. You look at the Democrat side of the party. They're saying even if you're fully vaccinated, you still need to wear a mask indoors. And where that doesn't make sense is when you're fully vaccinated, it prevents you from getting hospitalized and dying. So it's going to be like a mild cold. So I still need to wear a mask even if it's a mild cold. And if you get the vaccine, right, you still get COVID, right? And if you recover from COVID, you have natural immunity. Isn't that a good thing? And whether you get vaccinated or not, whether you wear a mask or not, that is the choice and the decision that the people should have. They should be making that decision. You shouldn't be forcing that decision on anybody else. And they talk about it as if they have COVID figured out, but you look at the state with the highest amount of deaths from COVID, it's California, bro. It's a blue state. You look at the two states with the highest COVID death rate, it's New Jersey and New York. Last time I checked, they're both Democrat states. So they keep saying that, wearing a mask works, and shit like that. But you wear the mask, it covers your face, right? The COVID still could go into your eye, your hair, your ears, your hands, your clothes, so you're not 100% covered, even if you wear this thin cloth mask. To me, it's honestly all for show. And I think it's kind of stupid, to be honest. And like last year, you look at the statistics, there are more kids that died from the seasonal flu than COVID. And we've never masked up kids under the age of 18 for the seasonal flu. And now there are, schools in Democrat cities that are forcing kids to get the vaccine, and they still got to wear masks in order to participate in schools. Where is the science? Where's the statistics? Where are the numbers? It does not make any sense. There's no logic behind it. It's freaking stupid. It's crazy. I don't know what to say, man. But that's the Democrat Party right there. You know, that's just basically me, going on a rant and stuff like that. But yeah. Yeah. But that's all I got to say for now, man. Peace.